This marks the beginning of our Risk of Rain 2 segment, guys. Are you ready for some Risk of Rain action? Cheers. All right, so we got all the skins. We're just missing Rex. We do have to beat the game with Rex. But why don't we start today? Let's start today with a Capitan run. Because the Captain is a lot of fun. Should get us nice and warmed up. Rip aim. Remember to hack chests as the Captain. Any shrines around? So straight away, syringe and crit glasses for free, right? Let's go. Let's take it and go. Give me like a good equipment, like a royal capacitor. Okay. Gorags is all right. It's all right. Could it be all the way up there? I don't think it is because we don't see any of those like particles in the air. But it's also not there. Let's take the elevator here. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I do want the drone. Right. Drones are gonna help us quite a bit. Listen, there's a lot of dudes. What do we got? Beetle, huh? Wow. Okay, so some damage was dealt. Some goddamn damage was dealt, dude. So, speaking of damage being dealt, I watched some footage of Godfall. Have you guys seen anything of the game? I watched like an interview with the devs, a couple of the devs, and so it was one of those where they're showing some gameplay and talking with a YouTuber, and it was kind of interesting actually. I always find it interesting to listen to the devs of a game talk about their own game, because you get that excitement from them, right? No one sets out to build a shitty game. So the devs are always like excited about it. It kind of got me excited too, because it's a looter. How do you call it? It's not a shooter. It's more of like a brawler, I guess. and fully co-op, which is really cool. Pretty nice graphics. I don't know, you know, you can say what you want about it, but it looks pretty phenomenal. Oh, good coffee. Looks pretty phenomenal. The animations are still a little bit off, in my opinion. Just in the sense that it seems a little bit clunky, you know? But I'm sure that's still in the works and they can work on that. It's just gonna be interesting because in November, everything drops, right? So you got Cyberpunk and you got all the other stuff as well. I don't know, just like personally myself, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to get to everything. Gonna be rough. I'm expecting, you know, like me, a lot of people will be missing out on a lot of games. Not gonna print that. Ooh, a little Gatorade. So, very tragic this week that Van Halen died. We lost Van Halen, one of the legends, right, of old. And new, like the dude still, you know, he was still going. It's one of those, I'm a little bit torn because I'm always the guy to say, you know, when a celebrity passes away, it's like, you know, they lived a full life in a case like this, right? They had a good full life. It's different if a kid dies, it's like, oh, they had their whole life ahead of them. That somehow makes it worse, doesn't it? But in the case of Eddie, I do feel he still had a lot to give, you know? Not that other people didn't, but it was one that I guess like hit me particularly because as someone who loves guitar, he's always been like a big idol, right, of mine, and someone we inevitably emulate being a guitar player. I think this year has been a little rough when it comes to a lot of people that are well loved kind of passing away, and it's been a rough year, man. It's been a rough year, and it's also a little bit scary because it looks like a lot of countries, including the one I'm in, United Kingdom, we are set up for more lockdowns, right, during the winter months. I think the prospect originally was that things are going to be opening up towards the end of summer, right, or even earlier, and that winter would be open, would be clear. No longer seems feasible. It depends on the country. Some countries are doing very well. But I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping that, you know, we turn a corner soon, because things look a little bit spooky right now. Let's go for that Prion accumulator. I still think the Prion is the best choice for use item at this stage in the game. When we move a bit later on, the Royal Capacitor is something I look at as like the better choice if I can flat out choose somehow. $87. I think we can actually grab that other chest. Yeah. Oops. Oh, come on. I missed my shot. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ooh. We'll go grab the other chest real quick. Oh, there's a bleed stick. Boom. Yeah. Bossage time. What do you got for me? Oh. This guy, huh? Did I miss? I think I missed. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We have silly damage anyways. Oh. Woo! Oh, oh no. Okay, we goofed. We goofed, dude. Oh yeah. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. All right. Any items we can grab before we jump into that? Something way over there. Oh no. Oh no. One item over there as well. So we're gonna be super aggressive with grabbing teleporters. I really don't want to stick around. I think the value we get from grabbing these common items is pretty low compared to just being like ahead of the curve. I would love, like, if we could get a wedding band early on, that's something that would be like a game changer, but not always possible. Oh wow. Are we still 9 out of 10? We're 9 out of 10, dude. But I didn't feel like playing Rex right now, so I'm hoping it will just flow, you know? We just need like a little warm-up first. It's a little rough going from Hades to this. Oh. Oh yeah. I was trying to remember the other day. What was the name of that disc technology that came out you know, more or less around the time MP3 or, you know, MP3, MP4 players became a thing. Sony had these little discs, right? I think they called them mini disc. Is that right? I remember distinctly, like, growing up as a kid in Spain. Oh, let's grab the missiles. Back in Spain, they had these mini disc things. My grandma had like a player, right? So she had like a big stereo system. It had cassettes, of course. It had CDs, but it also had mini disc. And they had these cool portable players because, you know, they also had portable CD players, but those were shit, right? Because not only were they huge, it needs to fit a CD in there, but you couldn't really, you know, run with them, for example, because the CD would, you know, like flop in there. It would mess up with the playing. So I had one of those portable CD players and I loved it, but the bomb, like the cool kids, had mini disc, guys. They had mini disc because it was like a small form factor, and it also fit a lot of fucking music in it. And it was like Sony's proprietary system at the time. So it was expensive, and only cool kids had it. And everybody thought it was the format of the future. Like if you had asked anybody, they would be like, yeah, mini disc is the next big thing. But then suddenly it disappeared. I don't know what happened. Don't know what happened. What happened with that guy? Oh, he went into the stratosphere. Let's do a quick shrine. Yeah. Chink, chink, chink. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ah. Oh my god. Die already. I hate wisps. Did I mention that already? There we go. Lord, save me from all the wisps. So I always think back and like, if something had gone differently, it could be that, you know, for a long time there, everybody would have just used mini disc and that would have been the thing. Almost like a alternate universe, you know? Where the Twin Towers are still there and everybody's using mini disc. Because really what broke the market, I think, was the iPod, right? So back then, oh, boss is here. Didn't see it. So I'm trying to think back then, and I think the big thing that happened, big shift, was that some people started to have suddenly iPods, right? So people came into school with the iPod, and you were like, whoa, what's going on, dude? And there were other portable like MP4 players, but the form factor and everything on that one was so like striking, you know? That was the thing to emulate as a kid in school. big suck. And then after that point, it was all said and done. The sorry, did the boss heal completely? What? Oh, that is bollocks, dude. That is the biggest bollocks I've ever seen. In the first one, I don't know if anyone is old enough to remember this. The first iPod, guys. Oh, we're dying. I think we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. Oh, the big suck. I hate that boss. I don't know if you're old enough to remember the first iPod, okay? Was, by the way, if you're like iPod, I thought it was iPad. Then you're definitely not old enough for this convo. Because the original thing was iPod, right? And it was just a music player, but it was huge. It was a brick. I still have mine, by the way, and it still works. Like, they made those things well. I don't like Apple, but I have to admit, like, some of their shit is good. Like, it was a huge brick, right? And the second generation, so the first generation was a brick. Second generation, they released, I think it was like the iPod Mini, something like that. And the Mini was actually really small. And that's where you were like, yo, what's going on? Have they been tricking us all along? Like maybe they didn't need that much space all along. And they just padded it to make a new version later. Because it was so stark, it was so crazy. Don't you enjoy the big suck? You know, I thought I might for a second there, but it didn't really work out. Right. So it came with a big price tag, which is not nice. But I digress, right? When you realized, like, oh, I can have fucking hundreds or thousands, well, it was more like thousands, right? So thousands of songs in this small thing. And at the same time in school, I was running around with my portable CD player, which is like the size of my head. So it was like a technological shift we lived through. No. Why is it a vagrant? Come on, man. Fucking balls. And it's all wisps. This is a disaster. This is like impossible. Okay, restart. That doesn't count. Why is it always a vagrant? Yes, the nano came after. The little square one with the clip. Dude, exactly. Like people would have it on their arm, right? On a band. Like that's crazy. And when you think back, imagine how inefficient it was, dude, to have like an actual CD player. So not only is it like space inefficient, right? Because it's a huge thing. It's a huge physical thing that you're carrying around. But not only that, do you want to do mountain and challenge ourselves even more than we are challenged today? Let's try it. That's when we understood, like, oh, you can have a fucking silicon chip that's 1/10 of the size, do 10 times the work, or hold 10 times the information, or whatever. We've lived through some fucking crazy changes, man. And I always think, like, is there anything of that magnitude going on right now? Like, any changes of that magnitude? I don't know if we're kind of biased to think that more changes happened in the past than now. But I'm not, like... it's not as visible to me if anything like that is going on, you know? Because I look at the PS5 and PCs, and it's incredible, right? The level of graphics, for example, and all that stuff. But none of those are like changing fundamentally how things work or how things are formatted necessarily. I guess there's a similar shift when it comes to storage space. So going from hard disk to SSD, that's a big move, which now consoles are also doing. It's very nice. The fact that 1 terabyte micro SSD cards, yeah, that's insane, right? That's pretty insane. So double boss for us, what do we got? Give me an easy one, please. Okay, well, we're gonna get lasered. Choom, choom, choom. Oh, no, don't do me. Don't do me. Oh no. Oh no, no. Whoa! Holy shit. Okay, we might be dead. Oh, I goofed so much. Ah, we're goofing. Thank you for the lurk, Joe. Good morning to you. And cheers. I forgot to drink the last of my coffee and now it's probably cold. That emote is pretty good. I know you do. I never do this. This is you rubbing off on me. That sounds wrong, but having a bad effect on me. I never used to let my coffee go cold before I met you. That was a little rough. It was pretty cold, that last sip, but we'll make it work. Coffee be like... Oh wait, is that your new emote? Jill Freeze. Very nice. Woo! One Punch Man. There's a bleed stick there for us. Woo! Guys, I have to level with you. I don't know if I like watching movies anymore. It's kind of like... I don't know if anybody sympathizes with this, but it's kind of difficult for me to sit there for 2 hours. Like, I want to do other shit, you know? It's 2 hours, man. It's different if it's like playing a game. Right? Because it's interactive. You get it, Jill? But I'm like, yo, I want to do stuff, right? I want to... It doesn't mean it has to be productive all the time. Like, oh, if you're not doing something productive, get out of here. But at the same time, I want to do different shit. I want to, you know, play some music. Now I've been trying to draw some stuff as well, trying to learn a little bit. So there's always like, I could be doing a number of other things. You get it? And it's weird. I used to love movies. And I still like movies. It's not that I don't like them. But I think I'm just really stingy with my time, you know? Really stingy. Ignorant vagrant. Oh. Oh, here we go. There are a couple exceptions. Okay, so there are a couple movies that I'm in the lookout for. So the Dune movie looks very interesting, and I want to watch it for sure. And the other exception, I've already forgotten. So I know there's something else out there I wanted to watch. We're gonna get hit by this. No? Okay. But that just gives you an idea. Like, there really isn't a lot out there that I'm looking at in terms of movies right now. And even like TV shows, it has to be a good show, dude. Like this weekend, I'm gonna probably try to binge The Boys, because The Boys, like if you haven't seen The Boys, I don't even understand what's happening with you. Stop. Let me be selfless for a second and say, actually stop watching me and go watch The Boys, guys. Okay? And then come back and thank me. It's that good. And I got some other stuff I like watching when eating. I touched on this before, but I have stuff that I watch exclusively while eating. It might sound a little weird, but I got shows to watch while eating. And I don't watch them while in any other circumstance. So right now it's Suits is my food show. It just works, you know, it's like low bandwidth required to watch. Good entertainment value for me. But I don't watch a lot of shows outside of that either. Because again, it's just that time thing, you know? Like, I work until like 5:30 on weekdays. Lads? I don't want to lose my glasses though. That really hurt. I lost my glasses. That was a really bad trade, by the way. What I was hoping would happen is my syringe would go and I would get to keep like one of the glasses at least. But it was a disaster. It was a disaster. So on work days, right? I work until, so it's like I start at like 8:30 or so and work until 5:30. And then at that point, I have, resonance disc. I have until 6:30 to cook, eat, and clean. So that's 1 hour to do that. And then I have the stream, right? On not every weekday, but I'll, 2 weekdays. Let's grab this. So that's very little time. Like, I actually wouldn't have time to watch a show on the days that I stream. And on the days that I don't stream, I'm doing other stuff, like either making a video or working on something else. Maybe working on some music too. So maybe at maximum, I would have time to like watch one episode of a show. That's sort of what I got going on there. Oh, to give you a bit of insight. Don't get your balls away from me, my dude. Get your balls away. Ugh. So a lot of my media consumption nowadays is actually podcasts, because that's the kind of stuff. Oh, we're dying here. Yo, I'm walking here. Don't slay me, sir, please. Because a lot of podcast content is stuff that I can consume while doing other stuff, right? So like, if in the example of, you know, if I'm drawing something or working on something like that, I can always listen to a podcast. Maybe doing something around the house. So I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. It's very compatible with that kind of stuff. Even in my work, I can actually, depending on what I'm doing exactly, it's typically there are times basically where I can do that. Listen to a podcast while I work, which is nice. Ooh. Little equipment. Not very good. Yeah. And what's interesting about the podcast stuff is a lot of my friends listen to gaming podcasts, right? Because they're into games like I am. I'm into games. But actually, I don't really listen to any gaming podcasts. Schmears, what's up, man? I mean, I listen to Carrick's stuff, which I find very good. But I don't really listen to any other gaming podcasts. Is this your tunes? It is, man. Yeah. Did I create a command for the website already? Looks like I didn't, sorry. But my 3 albums are over there if you want to check them out. And as always, if someone wants the music but they can't afford it, DM me and I will give it to you for free. Yeah. It's a tough time out there, and it's a small thing, but you know, it feels nice and fuzzy to be able to offer something. Your acoustic stuff sounds dope. Thank you very much, man. That's very kind of you. I love acoustic stuff, dude. Most of that album was like acoustic stuff because I wanted one album where people could put it on the stream or on the video or whatever and like talk over, you know? Oh, don't forget about the Prion. I was not thinking about the Prion, but we still got time. It's a magma. Oh shit! I was forgetting about the Prion. In the same breath, I say, don't forget about the Prion, and then I go on to forget about the Prion. Very good. Very good. Oh. Very good. There's something about acoustic. It has like a frequency, you know? That's really nice. Because this is a little bit difficult to explain. I don't want to get too like nerdy on the music stuff. but there's something about acoustic. It has a range of frequency that's not as broad as when you're listening to a full song with, you know, drums and bass and then lead guitar and all that. It's like you got some really high and low frequencies that normally you wouldn't have in an acoustic song. So an acoustic song is almost like it gives you that nice plateau to speak over, I find. So that's why, you know, that album that I made was like mostly acoustic, because it gives you that nice flat line to talk over, you know? Hopefully that makes sense. It's I try not to get like too nerdy with, oh, you use a minor third there to evoke a feeling of slight motivation, but also a little bit sad. All that stuff is super deep, right? There's a lot to unpack in everything there. I think we had like 2 good chests. Yeah, here we go. Multi-shop. A little bit of flat damage reduction for our trouble. And what do we got here? Okay. A slab of meat. Really not the best, but we'll make it work. Minute 12 and we're heading to stage 4. It's not too bad. Not amazing, but not terrible. What do we got? Siren's Call. All my homies dislike Siren's Call. I'll just say that. Let's do the boss straight away. Why is it always a magma worm? So who did we hurt in the past to deserve this? Oh. Okay. The Lemurian is gone. It's the spiciest enemy there. Gotta be a bit cautious, dude. Playing with fire there, quite literally. Oh, that Daisy heal. No one ever gives Daisy its praise. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if someone in chat right now was thinking, oh, that dude is got a Daisy? What a waste, right? Go scrap that Daisy. I bet more than one of you in chat dislike daisies, but I've come to appreciate them quite a bit. That nice heal when you least expect it. Woo! Please don't. Oh. Refrain from doing that in the future. We'll pick up a few chests. What do you got for me? Oh! Hey, don't mind if I do, man. Don't mind if I do. I've been so we were talking about before. So before we were talking about me doing a little bit of research, again, kind of going through different people's channels of different sizes, right? And looking at stuff that they're doing that I find cool or interesting. And one of the rabbit holes I found myself going down was like crafts and people who are good at different crafts. So some of them were like drawing stuff, and some of them were more on the side of like doing practical crafts. So I saw some people, what do you call it? Like knitting, right? I think it's called knitting, or like macrame. Is that different? I don't know the names of things, guys. But it's been pretty cool to see that because it's such a chill activity, you know? And to make a stream out of it, you have to be very good at talking as well. Because if you're just silent, doing a macrame, that's not gonna pop, right? But I saw some people doing a really good job with that stuff. So that was impressive. But the drawing stuff is really, I think, like a big hit. Like for me, at least. Watching someone draw stuff, and it could be anything. Like I watched some people doing like vector-based drawing. So like someone in Photoshop making some panels for a stream. That was super cool to see. And then I saw some people doing like, you know, hand-drawn stuff. Ooh, I wanna slay that brass contraption. Oh, the damage is very high. We got it. Have to slay this. Oh. And one thing that was interesting, I've been asking some of my artist friends, like, yo, have you thought about doing an art stream? I've asked multiple people this question. And what's super interesting is that everyone, I think I've asked like 4 people this question that I know, and they all gave me the same answer. That was the interesting part. They all gave me the same answer, which is they thought it was gonna be boring to watch. Isn't that interesting? So I just got done telling you that that's like the new rabbit hole I'm in, and I've been finding it captivating to watch. But on the same breath, I'm telling you that all these artist friends are telling me they think it would be boring. So I think this is like maybe a perception thing. So in other words, I think that some people may be under the impression it's boring, but I think it's awesome. And I think a lot of people love to watch that. So this might also be similar to like making music and things like that. Why is it a blazing... I don't believe this. We got the worst boss possible for our character. Are you kidding me right now? That is just ridiculous. So anyways, the takeaway from that is something that may seem boring to you might be captivating for a lot of people. So that's also something to maybe look at, you know? It also kind of highlights, like on my side, maybe something I assume would be boring for people might be cool, you know? Like maybe making a song together on stream or something like that. Or maybe playing a slower game, or playing a game that has a lot of text in it, you know? Like questioning some of those assumptions. Maybe a misconception that Twitch is mostly for energetic people. Yeah, I think that's also it, right? Because one of the things that does really well on Twitch is the high energy, hype streamers. You know, with like loud dubstep. They do like really well numbers wise. So I think it's tempting for everybody to try to go in that direction, but there's also a big audience for a different, more chill style, which to be honest is what I like to watch. Someone who's like, where the audio levels are going up and down, you know, they're like screaming one moment and the other one they're super quiet, or you know, the music is just like popping up and down as well. Doesn't work for me. Grayskull, what's up? You watch artists as well? Hold on, I'll get to your messages. It's a bit testicular, my situation in-game right now. In a pretty bad way. Oh! Hide. Sir, please die already! What the fuck? Oh. How? Oh. Disaster. Give me a restart. Why is it always a vagrant? You watch artists sometimes and wonder if artists are doing art? I wonder if artists are doing art, why not just do it on camera? So I think that's it. I think they think it's boring. Or maybe, right? Just from this very small scale experiment that I discussed. People seem to think it's boring. But I think there's more to it. I think they may need some intimacy for their process, right? Like maybe if your process is like a lot of trial and error, maybe you don't want people to see that. Like maybe you feel a bit vulnerable. You know what I mean? Like if you have to redo your lines a ton until you feel good about it, maybe you don't want people to see that. I could understand it. I think it makes sense, but I like to watch someone working on that stuff. It's very cool. In many ways, the brain of an artist, for me, is very different than my own brain. And, you know, I do art as well with music, right? So it's not that I'm, like, incapable of that stuff. But my brain is very much, like, analytical, you know? Like, engineer brain. And I feel like a lot of people in the art sphere, their brains work in a different way. And I get a kick out of seeing their, like, what they do next, right? With a piece. Like how they think about that sort of stuff, that you know, creativity there. So I think it's something some people could do really well in that genre. And as you say, if they gotta do a piece anyways, like a commission or something, you know, why not turn it into something also enjoyable to watch for others? I think it's a win-win. Not saying it's easy, but could be a good option for some people. So anyways, just some food for thought. There's a guy on Twitch, occasionally he does leather work. Whoa, that's pretty dope, dude. I've never seen that. Jill says I have an analytical brain as well. makes you approach art in a different way. Yeah, it would be cool to see your process, for sure. Oh no, we're stuck in the scenery. We're dead. Please, heal me, senpai. Oh. The good old tree block. Oh, that was so tight. Jesus. That was so tight. Okay. We're good. Like, would it even be possible? I haven't seen anyone do something like do a drawing, but have chat take part in it. So, you know, maybe if you're drawing something, you could be like, yo, chat, should we like give this character a hat? Or, you know, or I don't know, have some spiky hair. Like maybe you give 2 options and then chat decides. And then little by little, right, you're making the piece and chat is like taking active part in it. Because a lot of the streams I've seen, art streams, have been pretty one-sided. So, you know, the interaction is just coming from the streamer towards the chat. But I haven't seen a lot of streams be super interactive that way. And I think that could be dope. Because one thing that worked for me, Swaggy, what's up? Welcome back. One thing that worked for me, like when we did music streams, is we created a song together, right? So, I mean, obviously it was me, like, you know, playing the shit and making the shit. But I would be like, yo, do you guys want to go like more in the happy direction, more in the sad direction, right? And then from there, you know, choose a chord from me, for me, like, you know, choose a scale, that kind of thing. And it felt like chat was a bit more engaged in it. I think that could be a cool way to go about it. Swaggy, what's up with you, man, today? Swaggy tits. What a nickname. It never gets old, have to say. Pew, 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 pew. Huh, huh. Just got home from work. Plan on doing any more community gaming this week? Hell yes. Well, this weekend, dude. I am would love to play some Risk of Rain with some of you guys if you're down, or some other stuff. If you have any suggestions. Giving up too much creative control can kill the fun quickly. Interesting. You mean like kill the fun for the viewer or for the artist? So you could modulate it, right? Like you could decide how much control you want to give. Maybe you just give like very broad decisions. Right? So like in the case of the song we made, I gave like pretty broad decisions that still left me plenty of like creative space. So, you know, if chat chose, oh, let's do a happy song, there's still like so much space in that for me to play around. So let's talk about some more stuff. We covered all the stuff that big streamers do. Well, some of the stuff I've been noticing. Hold on. Let me lower my music a little bit there. So we talked about some of the stuff that I've seen lately, like big streamers do well. So we talked about, I think, lighting was a big one, right? They got their lighting game on point. And in the case of the ring light, that was the main thing I noticed. I saw a lot of big streamers using the ring light very well. So having it like basically in front of them, and the camera inside of the ring. It makes such a big difference. It sounds silly, but having the camera inside of the ring is such a big difference. And on the flip side, I see a lot of smaller streamers having the ring light to the side, so it doesn't hit their face in that straight up way. That's how I set up mine. Like the camera inside of it. Yeah, that's good. And then the other thing was, I don't know if I mentioned this before. My brain is a bit all over the place today. The other big thing is looking at the camera, right? It's weird to look at the camera because in some ways you're looking at chat, right? So you're reading chat, like I'm reading chat right now. And that's your window to the people. But in reality, what people see is the camera. So when you're talking to the people, you should look at the camera, not at chat. It's actually a big difference. And it may seem like a silly thing. And again, I don't know if I mentioned this before when we were talking, but to me as a viewer, when you look at me through the camera, you're looking at me. Right? So now the camera is a bit small, right? On the side, you may not notice the difference, but the difference between looking at you through the camera or looking at you through the chat, like I'm doing now, is a big one. So that was another big thing that big streamers do right and small streamers tend to not do right. But there are some things that small streamers do well that big streamers aren't doing. It freaks you out, Grayskull? So here's the thing. If I'm always looking at you, right? If we're just like all the time, yeah, it can be a bit intense, right? But if you switch, so you know you're doing some gaming, right? But if I say something to you and then I look at you to say that, and you know maybe I make a gesture or something, that I think, like, to me that's more powerful, right? That's like a bit more powerful, I think. Oh, at the very least, it's a tool. So if you want to say something impactful, are we dying? So if you want to say something impactful like that, that's something to keep in mind. It really helps, I think. How are we? I don't understand how we died. Oh, disaster. Disaster. So, but I was going to the flip side, which is small streamers also do some stuff that bigger streamers aren't doing because bigger streamers can get away with not doing stuff, right? So we talked about not interacting with chat too much. That's one thing. Another one is like branding. Quite honestly, the branding in some bigger streamers' streams is really shit, right? What do I mean by branding? I mean like your color scheme, right? Look at some of these bigger streamers and they're literally all over the place. They got some colors in, you know, maybe in the offline screen they got some stuff. They got different stuff in the in the panels. They got different stuff in the overlay. It's a disaster a lot of times. And small streamers do it too, but the streamers who are like trying pretty hard, like trying to get your feet in, right? You're trying to get into the game. You need to like do stuff above average to even get noticed. Whereas, you know, if you already have a well-established audience, they're not gonna care about your panels that much. If they already know you, already enjoy your stuff. You always judge streamers by their panels. Well, good that I just got better panels then. That's good. They got no theme. Exactly. They got no theme. So that to me is like a big thing. But the other thing is like dead air. Dead air. So, dude, and I hate to categorize like bigger streamers, smaller streamers. I know I've been doing this all along. It's super like generic, and I know there are a lot of exceptions, but this is just like what I've been observing from other streams, and I'm just trying to like relate some of it to you guys. So what I see a lot as well is dead air, right? They're playing a game and they're just like silent. Like, okay, 200 people watching while you're silent, looking at a menu. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. I'm glad it works for you, but if I were to do that, I would lose everybody very quickly, right? I'll lose all of you. Look at, did you see how we hid behind that rock? Professional right there. And another thing, in my opinion, that's really important is having some kind of discourse. We're dead again. I'm playing so poorly today. I have to apologize. It's not nice. Having your own discourse outside of what's going on in the game, right? That's a big one. Are you only talking when something happens in game? Then, you know, that's going to be a little rough because there will be downtime in the game, like where nothing interesting is happening. And then you're going to be like looking for something to say, but there's nothing to draw from because nothing is happening in the game, right? So I think a big thing is to have your own, not a monologue necessarily, but be prepared. Like maybe nothing's going on in chat, right? Maybe nobody's asking you anything. You gotta have your own train of thought that you can explore whilst nothing is going on in game and whilst, you know, nobody's talking in chat. In fact, if nobody's talking in chat, that's your time to shine, right? You gotta do your job to spark some conversation in chat, right? I've heard some streamers say they have sticky notes with talking points. That's a very good. I did it, you know, when I started off. I was like, yo, I don't want any dead silences in my show, but I kind of suck at the moment and I don't know what the hell to say. So let me think about some topics ahead of time. And yes, I had like a Windows sticky note with a few topics, and not any topics. So I thought of like a few topics that I could talk about for 10 or 15 minutes on my own without any input, right? So I can talk about, you know, science. I love science stuff. I read, you know, right now I'm reading a quantum physics book, a popular level quantum physics by Sean Carroll. Amazing book, right? Called Something Deeply Hidden. And I could talk to you about that stuff for 10 or 15 minutes if I wanted, right? So that could be like one topic. So if nothing's going on in chat and people are just chilling and hanging out, that's fine, right? I don't need to bully people into talking, and I can just talk to you about that stuff for a while and have you hang out, and that's cool. And then maybe in the middle of doing that, that sparks something in someone, some curiosity. Maybe they check out the book, and maybe they find something cool they didn't know about as a result. And guess what? At that point, you've given value to someone. If someone found an interesting topic or an interesting book because of you, you've given value to someone, my dudes. And I've missed the teleporter somehow. And that is lasting impact. If you've given tangible value to someone, that's the shit. Because that's a good reason to come back to a stream, right? That was definitely tough for me. It seems pointless to just constantly talk, but I'm learning to talk about my strategies or gameplay. Exactly. I think this is one of those things, Jill. Like, it may seem pointless to you because it's, you know what you're thinking, right? You know what your rationale is, why you chose a particular item in the game, or why you chose a skill, whatever it is, right? But for a lot of people, it might be interesting to hear your thought process on it. So just like in the drawing thing, like maybe for you it seems boring to, you know, to like go through the process or whatever. But for a lot of people, it might be interesting. Please don't laser me. And I think in the same way, like your inner monologue might seem boring to you because you're so used to it. But that's actually like the heart and soul of streaming. It's bringing someone into the fold, into your way of thinking. It doesn't have to be like a high level of thinking or anything, but it's people are hanging out with you. They're being introduced to how you think about things. And I think that's part of the magic. So it maybe it's almost like a humility thing where you're like, you know, maybe my thinking is not that interesting, or maybe I don't have too much to offer there, but I think you do. I think you do. When we run out of topics, we talk about food. Food is a good one. That's another thing. If you really want to like get chat to talk, give them some like 2 options questions. Like think about I don't know, it could be like, oh, what's your favorite pizza topping, right? Or the age-old question of like, do you like pineapple on pizza? And then immediately chat is gonna like pop with at least one person. There's always at least one person passionate about that, right? That's maybe a starting point. Maybe that breaks the inertia of that person. Like they weren't chatting initially because they were just doing something else, but because you said that, they were like, no, I have to I have to give my piece on this. Very important. But one thing that helps is also having some structure, right, in your streams. Like one thing that a lot of people do is take breaks to talk to chat, right? So maybe you finished a stage in a game or you finished a match, you know, maybe take 5 minutes to talk to chat and see how they're doing. Give them your undivided attention. That helps as well. Also, what I like to do is when I start the stream, I have like one topic I want to hit. Again, this is like one topic that I can talk about for 10 minutes without any intervention from chat. So this gives time for people to jump into the stream, right? So you kick off your stream and you give people like a solid 10 minutes to jump in, and you're just talking about something that interests you in that time. If someone wants to ask questions, they have your undivided attention. And then when people are ready, boom, you start the game, right? And what I find too, before you start the game, I find this really works. Give a little, like, previously. You know, like in TV shows, when they go like previously in Dragon Ball Z. I find that works pretty well. I lost my crit glasses. I'm very mad at this overall. Come on, don't take my teddy bear. You monster. Okay, remember we can hack the terminal. So like, oh, what happened in the last episode, right? And what's happening today? What's in today's show? And maybe you're just playing the same game, but, you know, frame it around some objective or something that people can share. Like maybe it's... Did I mess up my hack drone? I think I messed up my hacking beacon. So like, what are we doing today, right? Can you frame it around like a small win that we can get in some way? Like, oh, maybe you want to do this quest. Or maybe you want to finish an achievement, something. Give people something to root for, you know? Like if they stick around and if things go well, they can expect to see that win. So anyways, those are some thoughts that have helped me structure things a little bit. Let's pop you real quick. Look at that damage. Oh yeah. It's nice to have a goal. Yeah, I think so. I think it helps a lot. It also helps you because it gives you that win, right? Like give yourself something to aim for, and hopefully something easy to achieve or something realistic. And then you have a small win to feel good about as well. That's nice. Woo! Whoa. I'm not gonna die this time. I'm gonna beat the game this time. Oh. I think some days the brain is not working well. I literally have like bad brain days for games where my performance is down. But we're gonna pull through. I hate you. Wisp. Go away. Let's go. Music is something pretty magic, man, when you think about it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm unable to do any working out without music. Like working out in silence would be unthinkable. It's almost like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a hidden reserve of energy I have. If I got like something I really like playing, I get like an extra surge, you know, like maybe I can do some more reps that I wouldn't be able to do. It's also for you, Joe. Yeah, and it's I think it's like magical, like because I don't understand it. I don't know, like physiologically, What's happening? What's happening there? Oh no, I selected the wrong... I hacked the wrong thing, guys. I got the wrong thing, god damn it. I don't know what it is. I think some of it is like... oh, we'll take this. No, I like the saw blade more. I think some of it is like is it endorphins? The right term. Or like almost adrenaline even, right? Like you get a pop from it. But in the same way, so that's one thing. But then also when I need to focus on something, having something like piano music or acoustic guitar really helps. Like actually helps me when I'm trying to be like really sharp focus on something. Disagree when it comes to things I want to focus on, but that's the thing. It's not something I want to focus on. It's for workouts and when I need like an extra surge of energy. So there are things like if I need to focus really hard, or if I'm talking to someone, then yeah, I don't, I'm not listening to music. I'm not listening to music in those cases. Where is the teleporter, man? God damn it. Oh, it's up there. Lo-fi versions of classic music, that's nice. Lo-fi is pretty nice. So I'm with you, like funny, when I think of types of music. If I want to focus really hard on something, I would never listen to metal, for example. I would listen to metal when I want a surge of power. I'll pop, Seek and Destroy from Metallica or something. And I will, jam to that shit all day. Let's get some bleed damage. I'll jam to that shit. But it's like different things, right? And not only that, but it takes you to a place. So when you listen to a song that you know and you like for some reason, it's almost like it teleports you to a mental place. Like when I listen to Californication from Red Hot Chili Peppers, really the whole album in general, it takes me to like a mental place, Not a fan of silence. Was listening to Blue Oyster Cult on your drive. Yeah, they're pretty nice. I dig their stuff. So I'm gonna trade most of my items, I think. Okay. We should probably do the boss first and do that later. I think it's tricky too because you gotta be able to be in silence with yourself. I think it could point to some problems if you can't be just in silence and at peace. I think that's actually an issue for some folks. But it's got its utility to put on a song that maybe makes you feel a certain way. They've got a new album out. I'll check it out, man. I got a few albums I have to get to, actually. But I was talking to you guys. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, and really more than listening to music these days, I've listened to just podcasts, and audiobooks. One thing that I've really been missing is getting into some good, solid, heavy metal. But I kind of want something with, good, melodic, how to say this? Let me give you an example. I really like Avenged Sevenfold. I don't know if you guys know the band, but for those of you who do, they have like a big focus on like melody, Like their melody building is insane. And I love how that plays into the heavier sound. Okay, pretty happy with my items. Let's get out of here. And I've been looking for something in that style, that meshes melodic stuff with sort of heavier tones. Ginny and I can give you some good suggestions. Okay, I'll hit you up then, because I like to jam to your heavy metal tunes as well in your stream. Let's get. Remember, get the legendary, right? Oops. Remember to get the legendary. Okay. We killed it. Holy shit. Our damage is really good. I didn't know Chinny was into that sort of stuff as well, Joe. That's cool. Oh, Will of the Wisp. Yo, I'm dead. What? No! Don't listen to loud music much because of a medical condition. You have similar tastes? A chord type thing? Whoa, funny. A chord type thing I have drilled into my head that goes down to my chest. Shit. So what happens, like when you listen to something heavy? Does it cause you pain? By the way, do you guys have any characters you want to see? Any survivors? Maybe some engineer? How about that? Let's go with engineer. Up there. By the way, did you guys know that Twitch Sings is going away? Very sad. We've done quite a few Twitch Sings streams, and that's not gonna be a thing anymore. I think on the 1st of January. Apparently too much issue with all the licensing and all that. To be honest, understandable, right? We all know how painful it is to deal with licenses. If it is real loud, then yeah. Oh, yeah. In concerts, it would be way too loud, right? I don't understand. We summoned an encounter shrine, but we got no encounter. What? What? Ooh, scratchy nose. I blame Basil for the furs. Nah, frozen. Give me the glasses. I love the fact that you wear the glasses. So good. Did I? Dude, look at that. Sneaky TP. Of course he's a vagrant. Of course. I'm not even mad. Not even mad. He killed my turrets. Yeah. Can't hit me. Bloom. Beach ball. Kill. So I'm debating what to make for dinner, guys. Let me throw you a few options and you can tell me what you think. One would be a burger. I actually have burgers. This real nice local farm shop that it has like produce from local farms around here, around London. It's really good, like high quality stuff. I got some nice hamburgers. And the way I make them, I don't know about you guys, but when I make a hamburger, I don't always make a hamburger. But when I do, it has bacon, it has egg in it as well. And it, of course, has cheese. I mean, I'm not a madman. So as to make a burger without cheese, that would be unthinkable, right? So I do it all on the frying pan, and it's the best you've ever seen. Also, oh, tomato, I forgot to mention. A few slices, right, of tomato. To give it that, it helps make it a bit more neutral, right? Yo, Gararian, thank you for the follow. So that would be like option one, and I want to hear from you guys if that sounds good. The other one is I got some diced lamb that, well, it's like chunks of lamb, and I'm gonna dice them. I want to make like a risotto out of that, guys, with some peppers. I got some nice green peppers. And I also have some green beans to throw in there. Make like a little stir fry of it. And then pop that into the risotto. And that, to be honest, now that I said it, I'm like, I want that. I want that right now. So I might go with that. I don't know. Okay, it's a lot of enemies there. Ah! Panic. Panic time. Please, sir, don't kill me. No! Ah, come on. He actually hit me with that? I don't really have an option 3 right now that I'm thinking of. I mean, I have many options, but those are like the ones I'm thinking of. I think that you gotta go with the burger though. Now that I'm thinking back on it, I'm gonna go back. Because I have like a ton of The Boys episodes to catch up on. And that's like the perfect watching food, isn't it? Like if you want to watch something, a burger is like the best, the most compatible food with watching something. Yeah, it sounds pretty good, and Homelander would approve. Oh man, Homelander, holy shit, what a character. Homelander, dude. Who's that actor, man? Where did he come from? I don't think I ever saw him on anything else, and he's so good. I don't know if I would even recognize him. I think his hair is not blonde, right? He's not like actually blonde. He just works so well in the role. And what's his name? Like the butcher. The butcher's name. The actor. He's got like a strong, powerful name, but I don't remember. He's in everything, right? Lord of the Rings, Judge Dredd. He's done all the things. Homelander's actor name is Anthony Starr. Dude, nah. How? Are you telling me that his surname is Starr? Carl Urban. Thank you. Yes. He's fantastic. I love that guy. He's great. It's Star. Oh, that's perfect, right? That's perfect for a movie actor or a movie star or a show star, whatever. Talk about the perfect. I don't know. It really doesn't matter what your name is, right? It matters if you're like a good actor, but you gotta imagine it plays a role, like a morale thing at least. What a cast, man. I'll tell you what though, Carl Urban, a lot of his movies, he's serious as fuck. Like he's dead serious. And in this show, The Boys, he's got some of that sass coming through, which I think is like some of his best stuff is when he's got the sass enabled. It's almost like a waste to not use that, you know? Like he's got that register. It's a shame when he doesn't use it in movies. He also has like a bit of an Australian accent, right? Is it supposed to be Australian in the show? But I think is he British or what's going on there? You learned that Huey is Meg Ryan's son. Is he? Oh shit. Lil Huey. Huey. I love how Frenchie says his name. You thought he was British. I think so too. It's crazy to me how actors can just change their accent. Because, like, one thing is speaking a different language. Obviously, you know, it's tough. But changing your accent for the same language, it must take, like, a lot of work. I think it takes a lot of work to do. We probably don't see it. It's, like, all behind the scenes, you know? My God. Kill that man. Jesus. Oh my God, there's another machine gun dude over there. Woo. Butcher's accent triggers you so bad. Suvi, hello. Can't stay for long. Took my sleeping aids to actually sleep. Suvi, I am rooting for you so hard. For tomorrow, will you let me know how it goes after? I wish you the best of luck. Oh. Don't die now. That's just embarrassing. This is just embarrassing, isn't it? Your Finnish accent changed when you grew up? Interesting. Hold on, my musics have stopped. Let me fix that. I'll tell you almost all the juicy gossip. I like the qualifier. The almost. Good, good. I guess, you know, it's healthy to have some barrier, some boundaries, right? It's a healthy thing. Weird thing. Your accents change unintentionally depending who you're talking to. What? What do you mean? Like... You gotta explain. That's so fucking weird. Yours too? Yours too? Like in what way? How does it change? Your work accent versus your normal talking. Weird. I mean, it's some of it is normal. Like if you're in a formal setting, you're gonna use different words, right? Like at my job, when I'm at my job, you know, I'm using big words. If I'm talking to you, right, just talking to friends, it's much more relaxed and much more colloquial. It's a difficult one. Colloquial. But I think I get what you guys are saying. It's maybe not so much the accent. Like, it's not like you're British with some people or American with other people. I think you're saying, I don't want to put words in your mouth. That would be inappropriate, right? And I guess against TOS to put anything in your mouth. But, like, the tone, right, of how you say things. You're Australian, so mostly I sound Aussie. But half my family is European, so you find yourself, you sound more like them. Interesting. So it's almost like you're matching them, right? You're like, not emulating, but you, almost like as a mechanism to fit in. You're like matching how they talk a bit. Not sure if it's just tone though. It might be like a combo, right? A combo of those things. Yeah, that's interesting. I hadn't thought about it that way before you guys mentioned it. I probably sound fairly different as well. Like in a formal setting. I don't sound Finnish at all, apparently, but talking in English with my Finns, I'm more comfortable making mistakes. Dude, honestly, Suvi, you sound like British to me. You sound British to me. When we speak, it's like, you know, a classy British broad. That's the vibe I get. Didn't really get the Finn vibe too much from you. There's a touch there, but it's pretty subtle. Wish this was crossplay. Me too. Indifference. Me too. How are you today, doll? Happy Catterday. Let's grab the daisy. You know, again, I sing the praises of the daisy. Everybody shits on the daisy. I sing its praises because it saved my ass several times. Sir, please do not. Stop ejaculating. It's a no ejaculation zone. Very rude. Which platform are you on? Indifference. Let's see. Spaniard says, I did some reading on negotiation, and it's one of the techniques they use. They mirror the other person to make them feel more comfortable. Yep. I'm very much aware of that. I've also studied persuasion. And the term I used, matching, is a technical term in the persuasion world. There's matching and leading, right? And you first match, and then you lead. So you start off by matching what the person is doing to gain their confidence. Let them feel at ease, let's say, with you. And then once you're at that level, you can lead because the person instinctively also follows what you do at that point. No ejaculation zone, you're outie. Oh no. You had to make it weird, Suvi. You had to. We had a really interesting question yesterday in the podcast. Someone asked, what's the type of person you really hate? And they gave the example of someone who never accepts they're wrong. Like they never accept they made a mistake or something like that. And it was an interesting question because a lot of the times, I told you guys, my system is to just move on, right? If I don't like someone, I don't spend any time or energy like shitting on them, or I just don't interact with that person. But there are a couple of types of people who really trigger me. And the big one is lack of self-awareness. Like if you are continuously inconvenient to people, like you're inconvenient and you don't realize it and you keep doing it. If you're the person in the Zoom call who has an annoying as fuck sound and you don't give a shit, you don't care enough about it to even check, and you're inflicting yourself upon other people, then you are one of the few people who I actually hate. I don't hate a lot of people, but I actually hate that is like, how dare you inflict yourself on others and not even care enough about it to do anything. We were talking about it yesterday in the show. Yeah, it was a very good question. A very good question. Xbox Live kinda mic ass Zoom call people. Yes. And then let me think, because I had two things that came to mind. That was like one. I don't know if my voice is annoying. Listen to it. Record yourself. Like the only way to start liking your voice is get used to it, right? Because everybody, and this really hurts my soul as a musician when someone says, I hate my voice. It fucking saddens me. And I have many friends whom I've, heard this. They're like, oh, I don't want to hear myself. I hate how I sound. I hate myself. That's horrible. That's fucking awful. And the only way to start moving past it is to get really used to how you actually sound, right? As a starting point, you gotta, that has to be your starting point. So there's no way around it. You gotta hear yourself, how you actually sound. Get used to it, and then you can make changes, right? Oh, maybe do I sound too thin? Or too nasal? Is my voice annoying? You can make changes to sound differently, but you can only make conscious changes if you know how you actually sound. So, my biggest advice, I missed this from before. List of things that bigger streamers do that small streamers don't. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm dead. Here's another big one for you. You ready? Real-time monitoring. Big one. Real-time audio monitoring, guys. Hear yourself, how you sound through the mic in your headphones without delay. That's a big one. You need you need equipment for that. So normally your USB audio interface where your mic goes, it has that real-time real-time audio monitoring. You need that shit. You think you don't, but you need that shit, and I'll explain why. Sorry, Nitro says influence is a major factor, not only mirroring behavior, vocalization in different... Yeah, that plays a huge role. The response of the other person will be influenced by that for sure. Was waiting for Roundabout to start playing, hell yes. You know it was gonna happen. You knew it, right? Who was it? It was Funny. Thank you, Funny, for that. So, guys, if you're a streamer, you gotta listen to how you sound through your mic. You gotta listen to exactly how people are gonna hear you on their end. What's the experience of the viewer, right? Very important. Johnny's the only influence I need, my dude. You trying to make me all soapy and stuff, Wrench? Coming in here with your loyalty paw and your kind words? You bastard. What are you trying to pull? But guys, crucial, okay? And every big streamer does this, but okay, there are exceptions. Most big streamers listen to themselves and they modulate how they want to sound, guys, okay? They modulate, right? They're hearing themselves and they're like, subconsciously they're modulating. They have oh, maybe you know, they change a little bit so they sound a little bit more towards the baseline they want. And this helps them be constant. So they sound the same way throughout the broadcast. It's not all over the place. It's not going up and down, right? It's pretty constant, and they're very deliberate about how they sound. Craft your sound, and the only way to do that is hear yourself in real time and be very deliberate about how you want to sound, okay? Your message and what you say is just as important as how you say it, right? Give it the juice. Be deliberate, guys. There's real power in that shit. Jill says, yeah, I listen to my stream on my other computer. Try to hear from the viewer's perspective. Yes. Very important. It's painful. I do it too. So I have to sometimes, every now and then, you know, I take a VOD and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch it for, 10 minutes and see if it's something that's enjoyable. And I find stuff that I gotta do better. Like sometimes I'm saying a few times, and the only way you realize that stuff is by hearing back. So that's important too, like going back to VODs, but hearing yourself in real time is a big one. Very few small streamers actually do it, because it's cool to say you hate your voice. It's almost like a show of humility, and I hate that. I hate that. You have to learn, because I hated my voice for a very long time, and the only way you get past that shit is to listen to it, right? Get used to how you sound. And yes, you sound different through the mic, but that's how you actually sound, guys. The way you hear yourself in the room is different, because your voice is bouncing off the walls and then coming through your fleshy parts, your ears, and it sounds different. You're used to a different sound. People hear you through the mic, not through the room. So get used to how people actually hear you, and then modulate your sound and be deliberate about it. Anyways, I'm sorry for the long spiel. It's a big pet peeve of mine, people hating on themselves and on their voices. How you hear yourself speaking aloud is also different compared to how others hear you, depending on your jaw structure. Not if you have real-time audio monitoring. Right now, I'm hearing myself exactly how you hear me, through the power of real-time audio monitoring. It's like I'm a salesman, but that's my biggest sales pitch that I have for other streamers. Oh, okay. Sorry, I went on for a long time on that one. I feel like I need to take a break and have another coffee. Oh man, we might do that in a sec. Okay. If you have the tech, well, that's the thing that annoys me, Nitro. Most streamers have the tech, because a lot of streamers have a USB audio interface where they plug their microphone. And even if you have just a USB microphone, a lot of them have real-time monitoring. Like the Yeti has a jack for that. It's just not used many times. Oh man, you can tell when something really annoys me or gets to me. Most people are surprised to hear themselves back, and the difference in the recording or playback. Yeah, they're only surprised because they don't listen to themselves in real time. There would be no surprise if they're used to it, which is exactly the fucking problem. Do you use an equalizer? Yes. In OBS. I just boost the highs a little bit, and I cut the very lows. Good to see the passion. I am an audio freak. I actually hold it back a lot. I don't talk a lot about audio because I go deep. Like deeper than most people will be interested in. Also like music stuff. Could geek out about how I think major thirds and major fourths are fucking amazing and why. But I'm not gonna do it because I'm a bigger man. Not gonna do it. It's hard though. Some fool themselves to think the barrier of entry is higher than it is. Yeah, that's true. I assume because of the multiple guitars. Oh yeah, that's yeah. So I have a good USB audio interface, but you can get the same thing, the same feature in like a really basic one. So. A Little Goose, what's up? Little Goose, of course, was in our last stream. It was a great time. It was an awesome time playing with you guys. Great. How are you today, Little Goose? Little Goose? Little Goose? It's the cutest name, right? By the way, do you have a good guitar Bluetooth receiver? Good question. I thought about doing that, but no, I'm still wired. Fully wired for my audio. Why do you recommend? Oh, you're looking for one? Yeah. There are some very good systems, but they're pretty expensive. You know, they're really expensive to get a good one, and the reality is I have everything nearby for the music stuff, so I don't really need it. Like, and also like I don't move around a ton when I'm playing. Mostly I'm playing sitting down. My plans for today is... Oh, hold on. Very good item we have to pick up. Plans for today from Little Goose is going to a pumpkin patch with my family and then doing the exact same thing next day. It sounds like a great plan. I love how you guys are into... How much you guys are into Halloween over there. I wish that was more common in Europe in general. There is a little bit of that, like dressing up and watching spoopy movies, but not a ton of the, you know, giving out candy and stuff. By the way, Lil Goose, are you guys doing anything special for Halloween? 16-bit as well. Thank you for stopping by, guys. I appreciate you. Are you guys doing any special streams for Halloween? Halloween. Last year I did like a Resident Evil 7, is it? Yeah, Biohazard, right? And I had like a BPM tracker on me. So it's like a heartbeat monitor strapped to my chest, and people could see my my beats. And I don't know if I'm a serial killer or something, and I don't know yet, but it didn't really go up that much. I don't know. Even when I got like some spooks, didn't really touch my BPM. It's a cool idea, right? Yeah. And it's super cheap to do. Because all you need is like, you can get really cheap monitors on Amazon. Works pretty well. The name Halloween originated from Ireland, didn't it? Dia de los Muertos. So, but that's like a different festivity, right? Dia de los Muertos. There's a whole like procession thing where people take to the streets in Dia de los Muertos, as far as I know. But that's in Mexico, and I lived in Spain, so we didn't have that. Probably have Phasmophobia. Yes! Dude, hell yes. If you need like another person for Phasmophobia, I would be totally down to play with you guys and do a Halloween special on it. Is it only VR, or can you also play normal? I do have a VR headset, but it's kind of... I don't really want to take out the VR. Yes, let's do it. Let's go. I had a great time streaming with you guys. I thought it was a great conversation overall. Where do you live? In London at the moment. What about you, Braz? I'm originally from Brazil. And also, I saw your name in the Discord, Braz. And it was Brazilian goalie. Are you also Brazilian? My dude? By any chance? You can play normal, don't have VR? Don't think you could handle it? I think it's really intense in VR. I think you're right, yeah. Okay, so yeah, we can just do normal, right? It has like an interesting thing with voice, where you can like get voice through like a walkie sound, which is interesting. Oh, look at that AoE. It's beautiful. Beautiful. You Brazilian? I'm Brazilian, yeah. My hometown is called Porto Alegre. Porto Alegre. In the south. Yeah, that's my native tongue, Portuguese. Brazilian Portuguese. Both my parents are also born and bred in Brazil. Que é louco? Que houve? Que foi, meu? Dude, Braz, I would love to maybe chat with you someday, dude, and practice my Brazilian. If you wanna join the Discord, we can maybe play some games sometime. If you want, anyways. There is a link in the panels, dude, if you wanna join. Because I don't speak with a lot of people in Brazilian. With my parents and maybe like one other person. But it would be cool to practice a bit. Because honestly, I'm quite rusty on it, dude. Living in London and stuff. I don't get to use it as much. Where are you? But yeah, the Phasmophobia looks so fucking cool. So immersive. I am dying. Am I dead? How long did you live there? I lived in Brazil until I was 12 years old. And then I moved to Spain. To an island called Ibiza in Spain. It's pretty famous for the party stuff. So that's sort of my background there. Oh, I hate my life. All of these wisps. Oh, no. Don't hit me. Heal me. Same, you left when you were 12? Wow, what a... Talk about a coincidence. Holy shit. Look at that. Okay, wait until the Dune Strider stands up. Because when he stands up... Okay, right now. Now we can try to finish him. Finish him. Oh no. We didn't finish him. And now he's doing the big suck. Help us. No. Okay, good. Good play to use the jump there. Pretty good. Came to DC, Washington, DC? Is that? I'm not good with the state abbreviations, but I think that's Washington, right? how do you like it there, dude? "16 says, I actually got chills playing the first time, and you don't scare easy." Dude. Have you played a ton, like several times? What's your experience with it? Because I haven't played myself yet. It looked pretty easy to get into, like not a complex game necessarily, but pretty deep too, because each ghost has its its tricks, right? You gotta learn. And by the way, did you use the voice recognition? Because you could talk to the ghost. I saw some streamers like actually doing voice commands and shit. They're like, oh, show yourself. Or like, were you murdered? Like actually talking with the ghost. You played once. You had some kind of running the search. Someone kind of running the... Oh, okay. So you had someone experienced? Die. I have to level with you. I am so hungry. I'm so hungry. It's 6:30. We may have to do a tactical stop soon. Do my burger. My burger. I want like a thick burger, guys. I got it all planned out. I'm gonna line up all the boys' episodes, and I'm gonna eat that burger like it's never been eaten. You should head out. Suvi, good night and good luck with your man tomorrow. Pizza. Ah, fuck. Suvi, you ruined it. In a good way. Because as much as the burger is juicy, thinking of a pizza right now is like... Ugh. I need a... Here's what I need. You ready? I need a 4 cheese melted pizza with mozzarella fingers. This is like breaded crusts around mozzarella sticks. So deep fried mozzarella breaded sticks. And I need chicken dippers as well. Okay? Love ruining shit. Having my morning coffee. Cheers, man. The beginning is harder because you have no money to buy things like flashlights. The rounds don't last long enough. And I bet, do you need someone who knows what they're doing, or can we jump in without any idea? Why is it that all someone has to do is say pizza and it's all I want to eat? 16, I'm the same. Like the moment Suvi said pizza, I was doomed. There was no... Right? Once you go there, there's no... I tried to make it work in the saying, you can't go back, but it doesn't quite work. It's the best, worst loved troll. I love you for it, but I kinda hate you. I had this whole plan. I had it all planned out. The burger, right? How I was gonna make it and all. You know the basics? Okay, good. Perfect. You know what? Let me level with you. This run is not going particularly well. It's not going great. Just imagining that pizza. I don't know if you guys get this, but I can feel the food as if I were eating it right now. Like my imagination of it, my memory of the pizza, this local Italian place I order from. It's so clear that it's almost like I can taste it right now. And it's actually killing me. My stomach is like, yo, my dude, it's time to wrap it. It's time to wrap it. But no. We're in the middle of a run. Chop, chop. Got places to be, pizzas to eat. Stream and pizza very soon. But we are committed to the run. This is professionalism, by the way. Right? Look at the sacrifices I make for you guys. Do you understand? We got this, dude. We got it. Please don't. Our damage is so bad. It's like non-existent. How are there 2 elite wisps? The fuck? I'm gonna report you to my local council. 2 wisps. Okay. Oh. What a disaster. Little Goose, we must now have pizza for dinner. Okay. You're informing Little Goose. You can blame Johnny and Suvi. It's ultimately Suvi, right? I had pizza 1.5 hours ago. You bastard. Yo, stop shooting me. What the fuck? Oh my god, I hate you so much. Can you believe that shit? Funny, what toppings? My dude, what toppings on that pizza? Let me live vicariously through you for a little bit. Until I can finally taste my pizza. Give me some detail. Was it like thin Italian pizza? Or thick, deep pan? Pepperoni? Mmm. Nice. Oh! How are we dead? Our damage sucks, dude. It's a disaster. No move speed, no damage. Just like hands to your head. Disaster. Everyone just reminding him now more hungry he could be. I'm dying here. So my stomach is actually churning. He's like, yo, my dude. Right? You know how they do this in the TV business? It's like, it's a wrap. Wrap it. Wrap. Need a places to go, pizza to eat shirt. We should make one of those. No! Don't hit me with your balls. Get away from here with your balls. God damn it! How can... Answer me this. How is it possible that our damage is this bad? It's like... Oh... We've gotten the worst luck possible with item pickups. No, that's not true. It's not that bad, but it's like we're not actually killing anything. It's Grandiosa, a popular pizza brand in Norway that you buy from the store. Oh, like a oven pizza? Is that like you make it in your own oven? Nice. Ah, sweet. Okay. Oh, you got a nom nom emote? That's cute. we need an emote for being hungry, because I feel like every stream when we end, I'm hungry. Every time. Oh god. Oh god. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, okay. We're dead, boys. I can honestly say with a straight face that I actually tried. And I didn't tank the run on purpose. Professionalism, okay? This is the face of professionalism. Also, incidentally, the face of someone who is dying of hunger. So let me wrap the show here. Remember, if you want to hang out with me this weekend and play some games, I invite you to join the Discord. Think about it. And there's a link down below. The invite is there. You're welcome to join. We will be back, as always, next week. Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday, my dudes. We're here, okay? We never miss a stream. And we're gonna wrap the show for today. I hope you had a good time. I hope we gave you some value today as well. Let's go say hi to a friend. Is that okay? Will you come with me on a journey, guys? Come with me on a journey. Let's say hi to someone I met recently. We played a game of Among Us together. Exploding Toast is apparently playing some Genshin Impact. And you gotta just... The name is so cute, right? Exploding Toast. And she's also very sweet and very fun. So let's go hang out with them. She's starting out as well on Twitch. So if you enjoy her stuff, a follow helps. But with that, I leave you. Until next time. And as always, thank you for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.